we have no idea and we have no training and no discussion about how to reflect on our sexual experiences.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Yeah.
We might have some training in how to put a condom on a banana, or like, how, like, what syphilis is,
Mm-hmm.
or we might have some training when we get to college on how to say no and how the person you say no to has to listen, or how when someone says no to you, you have to stop. We
Mm-hmm.
might get all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're really lucky, we'll get
Yes,
all
if we're
that.
really lucky.
But what will not happen is any training in that kind of experience. We don't have those discussions.
Yeah.
How many times, I'm sure everybody that's listening to this can probably, know that they've had this experience. Have you had sex and thought, I really kind of didn't want to do that,
Yeah.
right? But you don't feel violated,
Right.
or maybe you feel a little bit violated,
Right.
or maybe you had sex and you really loved it in the moment and then afterward felt really violated.
Yeah.
We don't have any idea how to interpret these kinds of experiences. Or how many times have I had sex with someone when I really just kind of wanted to make out with them, but it was just sort of unfurling and going that way. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna fuck it.
Right.
Right. And then afterward, been like, why did I do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the sort of shame and confusion that
Mm-hmm.
that brought to me, because I had no way to think about it. And that really links back to the sex not being immersive. We're being sold a version of sex that is not, that is pretty elusive and happens very rarely. And so I think that it all starts to fit together in this gross puzzle of sexual oppression.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the thing that's so fascinating to me, the more people that I talk to, is how completely unprepared almost all of us are for actually talking about sex in a really honest way, because no one ever told us how to do that, and also dealing with the feelings around sex, because the way that feelings are framed around sex are you either loved it and it was great, or you hated it, and maybe then there's also trauma kind of on that end, but there's not a lot of room in the middle for moving back and forth or having mixed feelings, and there's absolutely no space for talking about that other than maybe a close friend or two, and even then, as friends, we're not really prepared for how to navigate that conversation other than to maybe say, yeah, me too.